With its unmatched and natural beauty, magnificent scenery and plenty of space, it is hard to imagine a place better designed for the sport of golf than the Western Cape. Ideally situated in the heart of the Garden Route, KeNako Golf and Sport Academy is passionate about developing the game of golf and encouraging young talent. It is for this reason that students from top golf schools around the country flock to George to compete in the KeNako Schools Golf Festival.
KeNako Academy realized that there was an opportunity to create a schools golf festival with a difference. Over the last decade, it's amazing the growth that has happened within other sports, for instance rugby, cricket, where, especially with rugby, where these festivals have become huge and many schools are hosting them. And what we wanted to do was to create something that many schools can play in, that obviously must be affordable, but something different. And what we've been able to come up with is a concept that allows us to play on 3 different courses over 3 days, and including then at the same time specialist coaching, professional coaching from the KeNako professionals.
I think it honestly makes the experience a whole lot better because you get to experience 3 totally different golf courses with their difficulties.
Baie goeie ondervinding vir die seuns omdat hulle 3 verskillende bane elke dag gaan speel. Gaan dit vir ons 'n groot uitdaging wees.
The excitement was tangible, with eager young players getting in their last bit of practice on the putting green and anxious coaches handing out advice at the beautifully manicured George golf course.
For me, bringing the boys here was about getting them involved in getting the game of golf more than what they do currently in Joburg, and let them experience different golf courses and developing golf at our school.
The first thing that we're thinking of is to have a lot of fun. Our school has never had the opportunity to be on a golf tour, and to have this golf tour is a great opportunity for us, and we're very excited to be here.
A magnificent sunny day and slight wind promised a stimulating round of golf. This picturesque course, filled with trees and well-placed bunkers, posed a unique challenge to the players.
My game plan is to just try and hit straight.
Just going to try to get as many pars and birdies that I can.
At the end of the day, it was the KeNako team who set the pace with a lead performance of 220, with Paul Jim and Paul Jim's first teams close on the heels, each scoring 222.
So the 2 Boone boys put in 278s, and then Cameron and myself a 71, and we're looking good. 2 shots in front, 4 over for the tournament, and yeah, we're looking forward to tomorrow.
On day 2 of the tournament, the players were faced with icy cold, windy and wet conditions like only the Western Cape can dish up. But that didn't put a lid on the players' youthful excitement to play on the Obi course.
Windy conditions, very difficult, but it's not going too bad.
I struggled a bit, but pulled it back in the back 9. Luckily the wind was in our favour.
It's not pleasant at all, but it's always nice playing on a course like this. It's a real privilege.
We come from Paarl, so we're not used to these kind of conditions, wind and the cold, and playing on the sea, which is quite nice, but it's our first time we're playing this course, and I think we're doing all right.
With raincoats on and umbrellas in their hand, the players faced the elements and showed that exceptional golf can be played under any circumstances. The ever-changing winds made a well-placed drive imperative and proved this Ernie L's signature course to be a most challenging play. After the second round of battle in tough conditions, Paul Rus caught up with KeNako in scoring 231 to be tied at a total of 453 after 2 days. KeNako strives to broaden the scope of golf and expose people to its values that can be related back to life. Their passion for the game is the driving force behind their efforts to encourage and guide young players in the challenging world of golf.
Unfortunately, golf is regarded as an elitist sport, and really it's very important. You know, golf's got such great values. It's critical that you work hard, that you focus, that you have a goal, that you have a plan of how you're going to achieve that goal, and ultimately you measure yourself against what you've achieved. And golf and life have so many similarities in that respect.
KeNako's scientific approach to golf incorporates the mental, physical and technical aspects of the game, all of which the participants at the school's golf festival could experience firsthand at this prestigious facility.
Over the next few days, I'm involved with the chip and putt facilities at the different golf courses. It really is to Not so much change technique, it's just to highlight the areas that are important with chipping and putting. You know, for me, pace is far more important than accuracy, and how you develop your feel, which needs to change on different golf courses. The greens are different speeds at different golf courses, so how do you adjust quickly? And that's an important area that I'll be working on this week.
The modern era, golf as a sport has changed so much, so you need to have most of the components of fitness, like strength, speed, explosiveness. You need to have stability, balance, coordination. So if you lack in one of those departments, it's going to affect your golf seriously. So the physical program is definitely directed towards making sure they develop as much as they can in all those components of fitness. So that will be my main aim, to give them a better understanding of what is needed in your conditioning for golf.
Mental toughness is very important, because playing golf and practicing for golf is one side, but when you're on the course and when you stand there, your attitude towards the approach of the shot that you need to do is very important, and your mind needs to be focused, and there's so many factors around you that plays a role in distracting your concentration. So mental toughness is to really get to know your thinking patterns, your rational thinking or irrational thinking, how to motivate yourself, how to concentrate, how to use visualization as a technique to really ground yourself into the here and now, and to focus on what you've learned so that you can focus on what you need to do there and then.
With this knowledge in the bag, it was time for the final round of golf on the beautiful Kingswood golf course. It was a nail-biting finishing round, with the KeNako team head-to-head with Paul Roos at the 16th hole. Nerves of steel and focused concentration was the formula to success, as Paul Roos kept their cool over the last 3 holes to finish with a winning score of 684, giving their proud group of supporters reason to celebrate.
No, I wasn't sure how my teammates were faring, but I saw Kamal on the 3rd last hole, and he told me we tied for the lead, so I knew it was going to be tied down the last.
I think it's a great experience, and it can help prepare us for bigger tournaments that hopefully we'll play in the future.
After all, I'm very proud of my boys. They played very well today. I think difficult conditions. The course, I think, was even probably more difficult than yesterday, because the greens were much faster than yesterday. We're very privileged to have been a part of it, and we will definitely be back.
The final scores were Paul Roos winning the tournament with a total of 684, and the KeNako team in 2nd place with a total score of 693. The top-class experience was rounded off with a formal dinner and prize giving in true KeNako style, spoiling guests with gourmet food specially prepared by the in-house chef. With an unforgettable experience behind them, new friends and a new approach to the game of golf, the KeNako Schools Golf Festival was a celebrated success, and only one of a lineup of planned tournaments for this prestige golf and sport academy.